What's up, y'all? Today we are talking about some believers won't understand your relationship with God. That's right, y'all. And I'm sure if you've been on this walk with God, you'll see and experience how some other Christians may act a way towards you, may feel a way towards you, especially when you are truly walking this walk, y'all. Like you don't just talk this talk. Like you're not a traditional Christian. You're not someone who just goes to church and only reads their Bible and only prays and only goes to Bible study. But you're a true Christian who really tries to be more like Christ. A true Christian who really is convicted. A true Christian who really tries to forgive people, right? A true Christian that's really trying to love your enemies and think of God and rely on God and change your lifestyle, right? Not even just following God and becoming more loving and caring and selfless and dying to yourself, but a Christian who's changing their lifestyle, right? Like you used to be in the club, in the strip club, you used to smoke weed, you used to sell drugs, you used to do drugs, you might used to have sex and all this other stuff that we used to do that's bad. You used to treat people wrong and get them back and get revenge and hurt people and all of these things that we do as people, right? But now you didn't change your life. Now you don't want to do those things anymore. Now you don't want to go these places anymore, right? You used to be someone who had anxiety and depression. You may still struggle with it, but now you're trying to change your ways. You're trying to not be mean and prideful anymore. You used to be extremely prideful. You used to didn't care about other people, but now for some reason you care about people because God has changed you. God has softened your heart. But when you come around other believers, other Christians, right? They may look at you like you crazy. Like, why? How you gonna forgive that person? Or how you just gonna let that person do that? Or why won't you come with us to this place? Or why you acting like that now? Like you could smoke weed. Is just God made it, right? Like, or why are you being so kind to this person that was like this to you, right? That happens a lot, and I just want people to understand that some Christians, some believers won't truly understand. There's numerous reasons why they might judge you, or why they might be offended by you, or why they might try to laugh at you, humiliate you, or feel a way towards you in some type of way. This even will happen when you're courting someone, or I guess the dating process, when you're trying to get to know somebody. This will happen. And I know a lot of us, we get confused. Like with myself, I was confused when I started to change my life. And I'm trying to not do the things that I used to do, right? And people that's already over here with God are looking at me like, what are you talking about? Or like, it's nothing wrong with that. And I'm like, what? Yes, it is. Like, God don't want us to do this. And this is how I used to be. And this is not cool. Or I'll go places and see them still. And I'm not saying that the Christians are bad. We're not. We're all struggling. I'm about to make that point. But at the same time, some are not going to understand you. And we have to also understand that we don't just love people who are unbelievers. We just don't be Christ-like to people who are unbelievers. But we got to understand that there's believers that may not understand. And we got to do those same things for them. Instead of being offended and judging them, we also have to be understanding, caring, and loving to them, because there's, like I said, it's numerous reasons why they may act like that. Some people or some believers may not even be fully there yet. They may not be there yet, or they may be fraudulent. Yes, it may be something that's fake. I'm gonna keep it real because the enemy is here too. The enemy is in the garden too. So some of them are gonna be fake. Some of them are gonna be fake, but some are really not going to be there yet. Some of them are going to be babies, right? So they're struggling, or they're just getting their feet wet. They just came over here, so it's kind of hard because they don't know everything yet. You get what I'm saying? They got training wheels, right? They not riding without the training wheels yet. So we gotta understand that as well. So we can't be offended, we can't judge, we can't get mad. It's okay. I mean, it's okay to be a little upset. You get what I'm saying? But we still gotta come back and try to remember and understand and love and be an example, right? Because there's also some that truly don't even know how to follow God. To keep it real, there are some who don't even know how to follow God because they're believers that don't read their Bible. And I'm gonna keep it real. This ain't me judging nobody, but I know some people, and I've even when I first got into my relationship or started to get closer to God, I've even had somebody that told me that they don't like reading and they hardly read their Bible. So they're going to church, but they not reading. So if they just going to church and they just around us, they just seeing what we do, but they're not learning what God wants. So it's still them struggling in that area. So I just want y'all to know, like, some people not going to understand us. Some believers not going to understand us. And guess what? We got to be understanding to them. We still got to exemplify that to them. We still got to be able to walk the way Christ wants us to walk to them, even though that they are believers. We may get upset. Paul got upset with Peter, right? But he still corrected him. Jesus still had to be the example for us, right? So when we're struggling, when we seem like we're off course, when it seems like people who's supposed to be here with me doing the same thing that Jesus want me to do, I got to understand that they may not be there yet. They may not even truly understand yet. And even though they're not doing it, even though they laughing at me, even though they, whatever it is, because some people also are in the faith because of tradition. So they may not even have a true relationship with God because all they do is go to church. So they did what their family taught them and they don't fully know him yet. So you can be the example of that. We can show our true relationship even to the believers so that we can help strengthen their relationship with Christ. But it has to happen through love. You understand? Some believers, they not going to understand us, man. They not going to know why we stopped having sex, because you know that's one big thing in the kingdom, right? Like a lot of Christians still want to have sex. They not going to understand. They're not going to understand why I'm not drinking. They're not going to understand why I'm not in the club. And they might even feel like I'm judging them, and that's okay, right? It's okay even though I'm not. We don't have to be upset at them. We don't got to judge them. We don't have to like it, but we set the example. We become the example. We be the example, and we still love on them because we shine the light and we consistently stay on our path, but we show love while we're doing it because that may encourage them and help them in some way. Now, I'm making this video because I know a lot of people feel like that. I used to feel like that. It used to bother me because I'm gung-ho with certain things, right? It's like either black or white with me. It's like you do it or you don't do it, right? You either bout what you saying or you fronting, right? But even though God is either black or white, because it's either or with God. You can't be gray with God, but at the same time, Jesus is understanding and he wants to show them love, even though we may not or they may not be where we are. We can help them rather than judge them like the religious law leaders did, like the Jews did in the Bible, like the Jews did the Gentiles in the Bible. We help them. That's what the Spirit came here for. This is what Jesus came here for, right? To create a bridge. Now we can help them come over. We can help them, not even just, because it may not be truly in their heart. That's just what it is. They may not truly understand, and they just need an example of Christ, right? They may need an example. They may need you to exemplify what they don't understand or what they missed or whatever it is. But you got to do it in love. You can't get offended. You can't get defensive. You can't fight them. You can't go over there and judge them. You can help them, and you can pray for them, and you can love them. That's all we can do, and hope that God blesses them to see and pulls them over, man. You feel what I'm saying? We all struggle. It's just some of us struggling more. I might be struggling more in other areas than somebody else. We the whole body of Christ. We help each other up out of the pit. All right, so I hope this video blessed y'all. I hope y'all understand a little bit more that not every Christian is going to be doing everything that we do. Some Christians struggle. Some Christians not there yet. Some Christians really not about that life. Some Christians following traditions. Some Christians are there, right? And we got to love each other regardless. We got to be the example regardless. We got to show it. We got to show Christ on us regardless and help people and love them and try to be understanding, all right? Hope this video blessed somebody, man. If you like it, please hit the like button. Please share this video to help somebody if you can. And subscribe if you are not subscribed, because I'm going to continue to drop these bangers. And I love you. I'm going to get at you when I get at you.